Hello everybody, Papa Blue Shirt here. Today's an exciting day because one of my bikes is going to leapfrog over the miles on my other bike. Which one is it? Stay tuned. And here's the miles. It says 10,615 miles on it. And this is my Eco Trick. What we're riding today is my Jumbo. And we got 10,614, so I may turn that over before I go out the driveway. But this Eco Trick, I rode for 2 years to get it to 10,600 miles. And I just use it now to ride from the house down to the shop. And I'm surprised a lot of times when I think about riding that for over 10,000 miles. But the Jumbo here I have ridden, took me about 5 months to get here, so 2 years versus 5 months. So say that riding the Jumbo for the 5 months for 10,000 miles was much more enjoyable than the Eco Trick. But the Eco Trick does have a special place in my heart because it was my first e-bike, and that's what got me exposed to e-biking. And so it'll always have a special place in my heart. It's a good place to start if you want a cheap e-bike and see if it's something that you want to do, on a regular basis. But then when you're done realizing that, yes, I really like e-bike, and then you can get yourself something good, or just go ahead and buy the good one. That's what I would have done if I'd have known about it. But yeah, so let's get going here. We're going to do our 10,615, and when it turns over, I'll show you. This is what my lawn looks like. I didn't mow it for over 2 months. Now it's been like a week since I've mown it. Hers I mow a little more often, this little part here, because she walks her dog. But over here, it looks pretty good yet. And yeah, so I think that's a success. I'm tired of keeping my lawn all manicured like a golf course. So let's do this. Just turned over 6:15. Got the wind at my back. You can see it's really strong. So I don't know how much recording I'm going to be able to do today, but we'll take you along for the ride and do what we can here, because this is a historic day. Well, there it is. Now we got more on this than my Eco Trick. So now I got my sights on the H8. The H8 I got 14,280 or something like that. So that's going to take a little while to get to. But I think I'll get there. Oh, yeah. A lot more fun riding this than my Eco Trick. My Eco Trick was a 36 volt, and at the end, I had 4 batteries, and I could only get about 6 or 8 miles out of each of them. So my wife, she felt sorry for me, and she bought me the H8. So yeah, much more fun riding that. Yeah, when I ride in the morning, it's more of an endurance thing. In the afternoon, I stick it on all-wheel drive, and I just blast myself through about 45 or 50 miles. And it's really fun. It's like going from a family car to a sports car. It's a little windy today, so I gotta be careful though. Especially when I'm riding one-handed when I'm recording. That all-wheel drive, it'll throw you right off if you don't be careful. Oh, that's one thing about coming down here to the bottoms. A lot of trees down here, so it kind of blocks the wind a little bit. Oh, there's a car coming. Wow. Yeah, I don't often meet a car on this road, but I do once in a while. Yeah. So it's really nice down here, especially when it's hot too, because of the shade. But like I said before, once you ride in 115-degree heat, when it's 90, it don't feel so bad. It's all relative, you know. Kind of like in the wintertime or in the fall when it first turns cold, it's like, man, it's cold, you know. But then after you get 6 below or 10 below, and then it warms back up to 30, you think, oh, this ain't so bad. So it's all relative. Yeah, we had a little storm last night, and on my ride this morning, On the main highway, there was a couple trees down. I'll insert that footage here for you. But yeah, wasn't really supposed to get any rain that I knew of. And last night about 10 o'clock, I think it was, or maybe it was a little earlier than that, all of a sudden I started getting warnings to my phone that there was a severe thunderstorm in the area. Oh, one time I was coming down this road and I seen a big old snake. It was huge. Must have been 6 or 8 feet long. Really big around, too, about 6 inches around. I got up and looked at it and it raised up at me. Boy. Make your hair stand up on the back of your neck. Yeah, I don't like to mess around with snakes. They scare me. We only have 2, I think here, maybe 3 that are poisonous. We have the copperhead, I think it's a pygmy rattlesnake, which I've never seen one of those, and a cottonmouth. Now I've seen a few cottonmouths, but one I see the most is probably, ooh, speaking of a snake, there goes one now. Oh, there goes one now, I'm just talking about him. That one's only about 3 or 4 feet long, but that looked like a black racer, I think. But yeah, I don't see too many cottonmouths. Of course, I don't spend a whole lot of time actually in the woods. I do see copperheads a lot, though, because they come out on the road. One time I went to pass what I thought was roadkill, and it was a copperhead all coiled up in the road. You gotta watch out. That's funny. I was just talking about snakes and then one runs across in front of me. That's weird. Oh man, I didn't know it was that windy today. That's about 35 or 40 mile an hour wind. So when it's blowing right back at me, boy, it's rough. I don't want to record then. But it should be kind of at my back going this way, I think. Well, maybe. Maybe not. Look at those blue skies. Isn't that beautiful? A few months from now, we'll be longing for those days. Hey, look at that. There's a heart in the sky. That's something how your mind can make pictures out of things. Your mind does all it can to make order out of things. That's why people have a hard time in the stock market, because their mind is trying to make order out of things and there ain't no order a lot of times. But that does look like a heart to me. Oh. Boy, when that all-wheel drive kicks in, boy, it's kind of scary. Oh, look at the fish. Nice green pond. Yeah, this hill up here usually I can do about 42 miles an hour on it. A little scary doing it one-handed though. Man, that wind is strong. No high speed today because the wind's blowing back on me. Getting along there, getting it done, looks like. This is kind of like a hunting cabin right on the edge of a creek. He's building that up on stilts there because it floods down here sometimes. I think they come up here just during hunting season. I don't know where they hunt, because the interstate's right there, but anyways, yeah, that's cool. We've come about 20 miles, and so we're about halfway done. Well, I'll go slow up here so these dogs can reach me. They really like to run alongside, but I go too fast usually. Maybe today they'll come out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they like to chase. They really enjoy that. Some people say, why do you keep irritating the dogs? It's not irritating the dogs. They love that. That's their high point of the day when they get to go on the chase. Now, you have a dog on a leash and you're tormenting them with a stick. Well, yeah, that's a different story. Yep, those dogs, they love the chase. Well, we went about 30 miles. Getting real close to 30 anyway. Rolling back this way so the wind ain't so bad. Sure looks beautiful though. Looks beautiful, but the wind's really strong. Well, I figure probably in another month and a half, I should be at 15,000, so I should make my goal in a month and a half. That's some hard riding though. It's over 100 miles a day. 120 to 135, 40 miles a day. So I worked hard for it, but well, it's still kind of windy down here. Kind of surprising. We're on the final leg here. 36 miles. Headed back toward the house. Oh, those clouds are beautiful. Look like a Bob Ross painting. Look at that. Gotta get past the power lines. I don't put power lines in my paintings. Sure is pretty. Sure is pretty. Well, there's where we ended up. 656, so that'd be 42 miles, I think. If I added right, if I can see it right. So you're the low dog now. You're the low dog again. And this one has one more to beat. Fastly gaining ground on the top dog, and like I said, within a month and a half, maybe 2 months if I get lazy, we should pass the H8. So yeah, so this bike has been nice. When I first started riding it, it felt kind of weird at first, because I was used to riding the H8. But now I've got this all dialed in, and yeah, I feel odd now when I ride the H8. I'm going to do some more changes on the H8 to make it more like this one. But yeah, alrighty. Well, thanks for riding with me today. I don't know how much of this footage I'm going to be able to use because the wind was just horrible. Better take out my beard because otherwise they'll be saying I look like Papa Smurf. Anyways, we got her in the books. Thanks for riding with me today, and goodbye, good luck, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.